All right, everybody. It's still Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. I am not wearing a bow tie. I have nothing against bow ties. I was actually kind of looking forward to wearing one. All right, so no surprise, no shocker to most of you. No rate cut today. But I can promise you, you see this? The Fed is about to go nuclear. They're going to go nuclear. In my view, the groundwork has been laid. A rate cut is coming, and not just a rate cut, a nuclear rate cut is coming, and they have no choice. I've explained this to you for the longest time. Now, you're going to hear a lot of talking heads on this side, a lot of talking heads on the other side. You know where you need to look? One place to tell you when and if a rate cut is coming, and that was the bond market today, and I mean in a big way. Let's just talk about the 10-year yield. You know, I scream from rooftops about the 10-year yield pretty much every day of my freaky life. Earlier today, I explained to you that there was a sell-off in the bond market. Bond yields were going up. When there's a sell-off in the bond market, yields rise. It seems contradictory, but that's the way it goes. The 10-year yield was 2.09 this morning, right after the Fed announcement that they were not going to cut rates. Boom! The U.S. 10-year yield literally fell off of a cliff. 2.03 the last time I looked at it. This is a tremendous move in the blink of an eye or the snap of a few freaky fingers. It's the truth. So, look, you're going to hear a lot of people over here, a lot of people over there. Don't listen to anybody. Just look at the damn bond market. The bond market is going to tell you everything you need to know right now about everything. It's the truth. It's kind of like a crystal ball. It's the truth. So anyway, whatever. So what did stocks do? Stocks were pretty much stuck in a range all day long. Nothing happened on anywhere. It was kind of flat. I didn't trade anything today. Just watching this, sitting back. I was looking to get in somewhere. Couldn't find a spot to do it. That's fine. Let's see what happens tomorrow. You do not have to trade every day or multiple times a day. You only trade when the moment is right. Otherwise, you just sit back and you just wait. And that's what you should have done today for the most part. All right, so what's the story? The story is pretty simple. Like I explained to you, expect the Federal Reserve to go nuclear. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's outline a little bit. To me, judging from the bond market alone, a rate cut is coming, and it's coming in a big way and coming soon. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say July. July, we're going to get a cut, and it's going to be big. It's going to be 25 basis points. Is going to will do nothing. Again, what are they actually trying to achieve? We have a non-existent yield curve. What the Fed wants to do here, at least, is reassure the market that no matter what happens with regard to anything, don't worry about it, we got your back. And it's a Band-Aid. It's a freaking Band-Aid, period, the end. So the Fed, in my opinion, today, when we get closer, we'll rediscuss, but in my opinion right now, and I've been saying this for a while, a 50 basis point cut, at least 50, to the federal funds rate is going to have to happen, followed up by a 25 more than likely, maybe another 50. I don't know yet. But again, we have a non-existent yield curve. The long end of the curve, the 10-year and the 30, continue to come down. So by the Federal Reserve, again, going nuclear here and making a big cut, and not just a big cut, they're going to have to do a lot of jawboning too to try to normalize a completely abnormal, non-existent yield curve. This will reassure the market, at least to try to prop it up a little further. That's the truth. Now, you're going to hear good cop, bad cop. I am surprised, as of yet, we are not hearing a tweet storm like you can't believe. And maybe it's coming from the president regarding what the Fed did not do today. And again, this was so easy to see that the Fed was going to lay down the groundwork, and that's what they did today. That's it. There was no reason for them to cut, especially because the synchronization, is that a word? Synchronization? I think it is, between what the European Central Bank said they were going to do just yesterday. No coincidence here. There's no coincidence that the ECB came out with those extremely dovish statements yesterday, and then we got this today. I mean, I explained this to you. I would be willing to bet that most of you out here are really starting to understand how this terrible game works. It's probably coming at you like almost in waves. You know what they're going to do. Before they do it, it's too stupid. It's too easy. It's the truth. So, a nuclear Fed is here. We have a nuclear Fed. And they are going to fire a freaking nuclear bomb soon. More than likely come July, they are going to fuel this market with more easy money that it knows what to do with. Not only are we going to get a rate cut, more than likely in July, my odds are almost 100% right now that it's going to happen. You're going to see some other action as well. And we'll see how they spin it, because they are going to introduce, and they have no choice, more quantitative easing, more debt on the back of everyone, you and me included, your children included, children that aren't even been born yet, their backs too. They can't stop. The Fed never, ever, ever had a plan. None of the world central banks have, to unwind this, to reverse it. They had no plan. There never was a plan to do it. The plan is very simple. You know what it is. I'm just going to say it again. A complete elimination of whatever's left of the middle class. A two-tier society, quickly developing. That's it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you can't see this unfolding right before your eyes, you're completely lost. Completely lost at this point. So the propping up mechanism, the nuclear Fed, this is the way it's going. And they're going to continue to push the drugs deeper and deeper into the patient who's a complete addict. It's an addict on life support to keep this whole illusion real. That's it. What's happening on the ground doesn't matter. The fact that our economy is in free fall does not matter. The disconnect between the stock market and the economy is going to continue. Record highs for this market are coming again. And the president is going to say, look at the stock market. Look at the stock market. Don't look at the round after round after round of abysmal economic news that we continue to get. Don't look at the money velocity that's not going anywhere. Don't look at that. Stock market's at a record high. Everything is just great. The grand illusion from the magician himself. Anyway, with that said, long video. If you think it's been important, please share this video. Get it out there. This guy does love you a lot. See you in the morning. And I am out of here.